Hey guys, good morning. I'm doing a get ready with me, and I wanted to have a conversation about these mid-range bags that you can buy online, used from Real, Vestiaire Collective, Fashion File, whatever. I don't think Fashion File does mid-range. I'm not sure. Macari, I don't know. Whatever these sites are, Poshmark. And honestly, as I started getting into it, especially when I went to see the Coach bags, and I bought a Coach bag at Macy's, I'm coming to a couple of thoughts, and I don't know if this is a good line of thinking or the correct line of thinking, but they were my initial like thoughts that got my brain churning, ideas, and it's that. So I went to the Macy's, as you will know, because I will post it soon. I went to Macy's and I ended up buying a Coach Empire shoulder, and it was $275 retail, brand new from Macy's. Okay, there was a sale. I opened up a Macy's credit card. There were other things involved, but overall, though, even without all of that, it was $350. And then I come home and I search for it online. And and when I say search for it online, I mean used. So used sites, Vestiaire Collective, whatever. I didn't go too deep into it. There are many sites. I'm not, maybe eBay. I didn't look into eBay. But I said, what is it if I were to buy this used versus new? Because people start thinking, oh, let me just, automatically check out these secondhand sites. And these secondhand sites are a business, and they are a booming business, and they're not a booming business because they charge cheap, right? And you're booming, it means you're making bank and you're making above and beyond what something may be worth, because you're taking advantage of a market, right? And this pre-loved market now is a thing. But the problem is that the pre-loved market, I think it's more valuable for high-end luxury, like Chanel, maybe Bottega Veneta, or like, I don't know about Fendi, maybe Yves Saint Laurent, Givenchy, some of these other brands, Versace. If you get vintage, Celine for sure. If you get vintage, or Gucci, sorry, keep on coming up with all these. If you get vintage or used or fairly used items, the drop off from the retail to what you pay is significant. It would be, in many cases, given the style, the condition, how popular it is, all that, you can see a significant difference, right? But if you're looking at mid-range bags, like I would even say Polen, Strathberry, Coach, for example, that drop off between retail and used is almost insignificant. And sometimes it's cheaper to actually buy it retail if you buy it at the right time and you're paying attention. And this kind of like blew my mind, because I had been thinking, I was interested in a Polen bag. And I was thinking, well, Polen, 500, about $500, maybe 600 if I buy it retail brand new. I should be able to find maybe a nice Polen bag that would have been 500, 600 brand new, even 700 for perhaps 300 to 400. And no, you cannot. Like, maybe I'm not looking in the right place. Perhaps Facebook Marketplace might be better, or eBay. But when I was looking up Polen, for example, the Siame bag, Siame? I don't know what it's called. Or even the dumpling bag, numero 10, I'm not sure. No, numero 7. Anyway, I noticed that they're either at the price of retail or a little bit above. Maybe sometimes slightly below, like $20 less. $20 less, $50 less, not enough to make me say, oh, let me get someone's used bag instead of a new one. Like, if it's a $50 difference, I would just buy the new bag. At the end of the day, yes, you're paying taxes on the new bag, but you're paying fees on Vestiaire Collective also, unless you make arrangements. Sometimes you're even paying for the shipping. I don't even know. I don't remember. I did buy a bag on Vestiaire Collective. I don't remember if I paid shipping or not. I don't remember, but like the point I'm trying to make is that the difference in price is not significant enough for you to get a bag that potentially is not in super, I mean, if it's excellent condition, you're paying the retail price and someone already used it. So you might as well buy it new, right? So you're looking for something that's not necessarily in the most excellent condition. Good condition, is fine. Slightly used, minor scuffs. That's what you're looking for, right? To try and get some type of discount, but the discount is non-existent. Like it's just not enough. So I'll give you Coach, that Empire shoulder bag. That was super hot last year. I loved it. I wanted to get it. Could not. It was sold out. I don't know what it was last year. 500? I don't know. 450? 475? Whatever it was. Sold out. I couldn't get my hands on it. Okay, fine. I just was like, whatever. All right, that's done. Moving on. This year, I saw it again at Macy's in the city. Retail, like straight from Macy's, okay, was on sale for $275. I ended up not picking it up there. I ended up picking it up at the Flushing store, and it was only on sale for $350. Apparently, Macy's may have a specific store sale. I didn't realize this. If not, I would have just got it at the Macy's in Manhattan, but whatever. It's fine. After a lot of discounts, I got it for $275. I went home and I searched it up, and the lowest price for a used one and not even in great condition was $300 on the Real or Vestiaire Collective, one of those. And that was like an epiphany moment. And I looked it up in different sites. I don't remember which other ones I saw, but I kind of looked around. I was looking at, the Google shopping, just where they kind of list a bunch of shops and just the different prices. Nothing was below $300. Nothing of any value. And the 300 ones were kind of already bent or had scuffs or what. And it went as high as like $450, $400, which would have been the retail price, if not more. And I'm like, what's going on here? How is this even a thing? Like, why on earth would I buy a used bag at retail price? Somebody please explain it to me because I don't get it. And honestly, that's the same thing with Strathberry. I went on Strathberry website, and you can get a retail Strathberry bag for $450, $500. If you do the winter sale, which was going on, I don't know if it's still going on now, you can get a really nice bag on sale for $350 to $400 for a beautiful nano, like, I don't know what they call it. It's like the gold bar flips over the handle. They have other styles as well. You can get a good, beautiful Strathberry bag between $350, $400, $450. If you get a brand new one, new collection, $500, $550. I don't know, maybe for a larger size bag, $600. I don't know. The range could be in the mid hundreds. I don't really know all the prices. However, what the point of this is that when I go to look up a Strathberry bag on Real Vestiaire Collective, Poshmark, to look for like a similar bag, similar style, but I'm trying to get like a discount because it's been used and maybe not in the best condition, the prices are the same. People are trying to get retail prices back for a bag they've used. And maybe the point is that you negotiate them down, and I totally get that. But on the face of it, Like, you should not be starting out at the retail value of the bag when online you can get it for brand new for less money. There was a sweater. Was it a sweater? I don't remember. A sweater or a jacket that I saw on I don't even know the brand. I'm sorry. It was just so long ago, but I just thought of this example. Sweater that online cost at Poshmark was, someone was selling it for, oh, I think it was a Cezanne cardigan. Was selling it for $175 or $200. On the website, there was a sale selling it for 110 or 120. The same exact sweater, brand new, on the Cezanne website was going for like $120. And someone was on Poshmark selling their sweater that they used, same sweater, same design, for $175, $200. Whatever the difference was, it was, and I was like, what? So they're clearly not, keeping up with how much it's actually retailing. And that's on you to actually realize this person is trying to make money on this item. And I actually messaged, I was so new to this. I said, you know that this sweater is costs 110 on the Cezanne website, right? Just so you know, like, you can buy it cheaper for free. And the woman didn't respond to me, but she did take down the post. Maybe she waited a little while until the sale on Cezanne was over. I ended up not buying it because I was totally turned off. I said, I'm not doing this. And the same thing applies to bags. The Pollen bag, the Simi, I can find it same used as retail. If I pick my timing right, I can buy it cheaper for brand new, or at the very minimum at the same price. If there's a sale, if I can take advantage of any points, like let's say if you want to buy a bag at Macy's, you can get the Macy's sale and get Coach is a popular one, right? Is the most popular one that you can get. You can get those Coach bags much cheaper retail. Strathberry, same thing. I wouldn't even bother buying used Strathberry because unless it's in excellent condition, you're not getting, if it's, how do I say this? So if you get a Strathberry bag in excellent condition on the resale side, you're paying retail. You're paying retail, if not more, right? If it's shows wear, worn, or whatever, you might get it for a little bit off, like $100 difference, maybe 150. But people are not trying to give you a deal. They're trying to make money on something they've already used up. And the difference is not significant enough. That's my point. You can't get a deal. You can't get a deal on mid-range bags on these resale sites. You just can't. Strathberry, Tusting. I was looking for Tusting. I really want a Tusting bag. I think it's called a Clara. It's beautiful, beautiful. I looked on a resale site. It's all the same as retail, if not more. So what are we doing here? I keep on looking to see when Tusting has a sale. I have yet to find out when they have a sale. So their stuff is even pricier. It's like $800, $900, maybe even $1,000. And that's what you're paying used. So at that rate, let me get the beautiful packaging. Let me get the loyalty points, kind of like, what do you get? What is it? A history at the store, whatever it is, for any, added benefit in the future. And there's usually a welcome code if you sign up for stuff. Like I don't know. Like, enlighten me. Please tell me what I'm getting wrong here, but that does not make sense. So yeah, for me, it's a no-go to buy mid-range on any of these sites. I'd rather kind of find other ways, points, discount codes. A lot of YouTubers will have like their own personal discount code. I know you don't want to, I mean, I don't want to support too much or not support. It's not that I don't want to support the influencer, but I don't want to encourage this kind of YouTuber selling stuff, because I'm so sick and tired of watching YouTubes and then people are just trying to sell to me. And so if I use their discount code, I'm encouraging that. But at the end of the day, for that one bag, for that one item I want, I think it's probably worth it in that moment to use a discount code. Sometimes it's 10%, sometimes it's 15 or 20%. And then you use your points, you sign up for the newsletter or emails, whatever, for another 10% if they allow you to stack. And you're basically getting a very good deal on a brand new bag. Make it make sense. Yeah, so I found that very strange. I found this very strange. I think the only time it would make sense to me is if it's a very limited and unique design, a collaboration that will never come back. Then I can see why a bag would cost more on these sites to repurchase, and they are mid-range. So yeah, so I bought a Strathberry bag a couple of years ago. Not a couple of years ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago. I think it's been 2 years. A small nano, and it was in their winter sale. It was super cheap. It was $335. Now, do you consider that super cheap? Maybe not, but for Strathberry, that is a good price. So I bought it for $335. With tax and shipping, I think it came up to just under $400 for the whole thing. I got it shipped to me. Strathberry has excellent leather, like just high-end leather. It's a beautiful, traditionally handmade, like atelier style, but it's mid-range, right? It came in, it's a beautiful dust bag, beautiful packaging box, and inside was a card with the name of the person who inspected the bag before sending it out. So even though I did not get the in-store experience, I could tell by the packaging that I got something of value and of quality, and that I was valued as a customer, right? With the effort that they put into the packaging. And it had a beautiful bird design drawn into it or printed onto it. Bird with flowers, very spring-like, really beautiful. No other design like that on their website at all. I actually post videos of the bag in some of my bag reviews, and I never saw it again. And I'm wondering now if in the future that bag might be worth more than $335 because it is so unique. It's so different from anything that Strathberry had put out at that time. I haven't noticed anything else. I've been looking at the Strathberry. They don't have these intricate designs like this. They do color blocking or like Croc style, whatever, but this like very solid colors. So I found that very interesting. Something like that. For Coach, I saw these beautiful different styles of tabby bags. I did a short on it. Very unique designs. I think it's just limited edition collection, and those, I imagine, when they're done and they're out, people might be looking for them later, especially if they're very extravagant, sophisticated, and beautiful. I would imagine that those will cost more than what you paid for them. They cost in store between $600 and $700. They might go for that amount later on because people are looking for that unique style. So there's that. And I'm warning you, I could not stop thinking about that studded tabby bag. Now, I don't like the big C on Coach. Just like I don't like the big H on Hermes. I think that's on the border of being tacky. And I really don't want to spend a lot of money on something like that. But I feel like I would make an exception if it's a very unique bag and it is understated. The C is not so prominent like a black bag with a giant gold C. If it's a studded bag with a gold studded C that kind of blends in with the bag that's already studded, and the sides of the bag kind of balance out the big C, I think I would go for that. Spoiler alert, I'm very interested. So I think that's an exception. But for a mid-range bag like Coach, I understand, I'll accept the C in the front because it's mid-range, it's more casual. Coach is kind of like the everyday woman's bag type of thing. It's not luxury per se, although some people could argue that some Coach is luxury, some is not. I don't know. That's a debate. I don't think Coach necessarily is luxury, personally, because of the big C and the casualness of the style. But Hermes is definitely luxury. In fact, it's ultimate luxury. And for it to have that type of like bold logo, I'm looking for a word and I can't. I can't think of it. It starts with the B. Bold, this big, bold, in your face H. It doesn't go with the brand, right? It doesn't go with the sophistication and elegance that you would expect from an Hermes brand, right? A big fat H on a bag is not elegant. It's not. Now, maybe that particular bag was not meant to be an elegant bag, but if I'm going to spend the $10,000, I don't know. I'm not looking for just a big old fat logo in the front of some casual bag. I don't know. It's just me. So guys, I think I'm going to leave my eyes bare today. I'm not going to do much with it. Maybe I'll put a little bit. Whatever's left on this, well, of which there's a little bit, maybe I'll. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of this ice and cold weather, to be honest. So those are my thoughts for today, guys. Tell me what you think. Like, I want to, I want to appreciate these bags. I don't know, I think I gotta do my hair. I want to appreciate these bags, but the problem is that it's just too, I just don't think it's worth it to buy these bags used. Now, I personally am on a bag hold until I go to France. I might make an exception, okay? But then that's it. And only because the opportunity presents itself. So, but I will make up for it by giving myself $0 budget dollars for bags from now on. All right. So anyway, so that's it for today. I don't know what I'm going to do with my hair. I'm going to have to figure it out. I think I'm going to put 2 clips here because that's what I've been doing. Or I can just put my, my clip back like this. Sometimes I do that, although sometimes it looks kind of funny. But for now, I'm going to end there with that. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. And hopefully I can report that the snow is officially melted. So thank you for being with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.